Thank you all for joining us today. This event is organized in association with the 2020 High-Level Political Forum on Sustainable Development of the United Nations. This is the Sustainable Development Goals, and I'm reading right now, but the SDGs are the world's shared plan to end extreme poverty, reduce inequality, and protect the planet by 2030. They were adopted by 193 countries in 2015, emerging from the most inclusive and comprehensive negotiations in US history. They've inspired people from across sectors, geographies, and cultures. Achieving the goals by 2030 will require heroic and imaginative effort, determination to learn about what works, and agility to adapt to new information and changing trends. That's a description from the United Nations Foundation. Now, our area, drug policy, is one that impacts on many different areas of world activity and policy. The drug war affects health. It affects bad drug policies drive the spread of HIV/AIDS. It's a driver of inequalities, sometimes of instabilities in global security, and far too often impacts on human rights. So we are going to discuss a few issues that impact on, in which drug policy is impacting on the Sustainable Development Goals today, and all of them in the context of the COVID-19 pandemic, which of course has affected everything. We are going to figuratively and literally travel around the world today. Our first speaker will be Charles King, the CEO of Housing Works in New York City, who will give us a view of how the pandemic is affecting HIV/AIDS and other harm reduction efforts on the ground in New York. We will then hear from Nainan Vargas, and I hope I pronounced your full name correctly, Nainan, but you'll correct me if not, who is the Director AI of the UNAIDS New York office, and I think we'll be getting a global overview of the HIV/AIDS situation at this time. We'll hear from Dr. Ehab Salah, I believe Vienna-based, who's an advisor on prisons and HIV and the UNAIDS focal point for the UN Office on Drugs and Crime. Then we'll continue traveling east to the Philippines, where we'll hear from writer, public intellectual, Gang Badoy, Capati, and I'll say a little more about every speaker when they start, and then from there, then we'll move to our final speaker, Ruben Carranza, who is from the Philippines, but now go back to New York, where he plays an important role at the International Center for Transitional Justice. So thank you all for joining me. Oh, I also wanted to say that, as people probably assumed or saw, this is being recorded. So if if you're an attendee and you would rather not be on the video, then some options are to to disable the video on your end, and you have the option of changing your name as well. Conversely, if you're happy to be seen, feel welcome to enable your video and contribute to the feeling of togetherness for the event during this separated time.